What's going on, fellas? It's Urban Red Pill, Men First. I want to touch on this topic. As you guys know by now, it's been circulating a lot in the manosphere about Ayesha Curry. I must say that this has been a good day for the Red Pill community. And most of this message that I'm going to say is going to be really geared towards the purple pill men, them in the PUA community. These are the men that somehow, some way, they're trying to camouflage their way to the altar, as in spitting game PUA and trying to get laid, right? When at the end of the day, these guys, the trajectory that they're using is really they're trying to find quote unquote the one wifey to take their asses down the aisle. I see straight through this stuff. Now, the Ayesha Curry thing, guys, men, huddle up. We're talking about Steph Curry, NBA champion, shoots lights out threes, league MVP, one of the top five best players in the league. Just signed a contract with the Golden State Warriors, I believe, last year for $200 million. Millions and millions of dollars of endorsements. Stands over 6 feet tall. From the women, in their opinions of him, they all say that he's a good looking guy. He's not a bad looking guy. The purple pillars give a lot of arguments. They love to use this lineage thing. And where I'm going to go with that is this. Steph Curry raised in a two-parent household. Ayesha Curry raised in a two-parent household. So with their logic, they're saying if you find a woman that has the right lineage, raised in a two-parent household, you have a better chance of making a good girlfriend or a good wife. And this is why I love that this story has come out, because I've been pushing back on that argument within my personal circles for a long time now. My opinion is this: the environment dictates the way women act, the way women behave, not the lineage or where they've come from or what their religious beliefs are. This is a woman that, they do claim to go to church, they're into religion. You see, they're a whole tight knit family unit. Most of them go as both side families to the Golden State Warrior games. Now, after all of that, after marriage, the family unit, kids, you're married to one of the best top five players in the league as we speak. That's still not fucking good enough. This woman still has insecurities and wants to be whored around by other men. That's really what she's saying. She wants attention from other men. The attention from the world-class, wealthy, good-looking athlete that decided to pick her out of a whole lineup of women that he could have gotten. That attention that he gives her is still not enough. For those who don't know, a lot of times when Steph Curry makes big shots or a home game where they have a lot of momentum going, the crowd's going crazy, he does these intimate gestures towards his wife to let her know while he's on the court that he's thinking about her and that he sees her beyond all the women that are in the stands, which women have been known to go to Golden State Warrior games to sit and, lust over Steph Curry. And he still lets her know, out of all of that trash, that she is the one that he has the eye for. That's still not enough. Man, explain to me. Let's say at the state of their relationship right now, and she's already letting people know that she's insecure because other men do not pay her any attention. Think about it. There's nothing more that Steph Curry could do to please this woman. The cancer is set. Divorce is inevitable in his future. It's not if, it's more like when. Because think about it. She goes on this, minstrel red table show. Once again, they take an analogy from men and kind of make it their own red table. And if you listen to these women, it's all the same story. Most of these women are married to successful people. Jada Pickett, we know she's married to Will Smith. And they get on this round table panel uh, thinking that, you know, the problems that they have with these insecurities, these emotions, and all this stuff, it's like major problems. When at the end of the day, no one would even give a fuck about what you have to say if it wasn't for the husband that you're married to. Who the hell cares what Jada Pickett says if she was never married to Will Smith? This alpha male argument and this fake alpha male rhetoric that's always spewing across the internet, this Steph Curry example is showing that all of that stuff is bullshit. To me, I watch a lot of animal documentaries. The alphas, if we want to say that, I hate the word, but the alphas are the men that when the environment changes, they know how to adjust to that environment. There's no way a traditionalist in a hookup culture is an alpha male because the environment is not of a traditionalist culture. So how are you? It's like trying to stick a square peg into a circle. It's just not going to work. But somehow, some way, these men still think that they can push this square peg into a circle. I'm not going to put a lot of weight on Steph Curry for this because at the end of the day, the reason why I'm not is because most time the way you were raised and the environment that you were raised in when you become an adult, you know, most of the time you try to mimic those behaviors. And what he was trying to mimic, I don't see anything wrong because we already know criminals come out of single mother households, and we understand that women, when not under the provision of men, they're cat pharaoh. So I do understand he tried to do the right thing. What I'm blaming is his whore for a wife, because that's what she's doing. She's whoring right now in the mental state. And this right here is a sign to all men, especially purple pillars, because purple pillars are at a crossroad. They're angry blue pillars that realize the blue pill philosophy does not work. So they're adopting red pill philosophy in order to live a blue pill life. Trust me, the end goal for them is they want a wife and they want to go the traditionalist route, but they're using red pill philosophy to gain chicks so they can have access to more women. And this is why I think that this really holds more true to them, is because at the end of the day, no matter how much money you make, no matter how much status you have, or no matter how good you look, this female primitive need for attention is always going to be at the forefront. You cannot please a individual that her oxygen, the reason she breathes, the reason she wakes up in the morning is because she wants to feel worship and have attention from outside sources. Steph Curry probably is a very attentive husband to her. I mean, after all, he blows her kisses in the middle of games. That's still not enough for her. He's not enough for her. So can you explain to me, if Steph Curry is not enough for Ayesha Curry, what does that make you? Like, what makes you think that, you're more of his status, more of his wealth, more of his looks, but it's going to be different for you? You're different than Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt was voted one sexiest man alive at some point in his career. He still got the axe. You think you're more than Brad Pitt? You think you're more than Michael Jordan, the greatest player of all time. His wife did the same thing. It wasn't good enough. Or maybe you just think you're better than Tiger Woods, one of the best golfers of all time, almost billionaire status pre-divorce. You think you're better than him. What I'm saying is trying to please these women is a fool's errand. It's an equivalent of you trying to deliver mail in space. You're getting nowhere. The best thing to do, if I would suggest just leave these whores alone, period. The environment, we're in an environment where traditionalism is shamed. Remember, women are environmental creatures. They adjust to what societal norms and what the environment is. If traditional women are shamed and ridiculed, then women are not going to be traditional women. Thought culture, promiscuity, feminism, female empowerment, those are pushed to the forefront. Female solipsism, female attention from multiple male orbiters. Those type of things are the environment right now that are pushed to the forefront. So no matter how good of a man that you are, like a Steph Curry, your Ayesha is still going to adjust to what the environmental norms are. That's why she's sitting here saying that she desire outside male attention. Also, a side note, she also admitted to being on medications. And this is another red pill moment for a lot of these men out here where I've told you that these black women, forget most of them, all of them, have some case of a mental disorder one way or another. This woman really believes that she could have been a Hollywood star or some celebrity with anxiety issues. She's on medication. She suffers through depression. This is a person that probably doesn't even clean her own goddamn house. They probably have a maid doing all that. All she gets to do is wake up every morning and nurture children, which is really her biological imperative. That's still not enough because the environment says no. How are you going to overcome that? The best thing for a man to do with any sanity, with any integrity, is to walk away from this game. Walk away from the table. This conservative woman, this lineage argument where, oh, you have to find a woman that's been raised by a father. It is nothing but a fucking farce. It's reasons for guys to find this last small glimpse of hope that there is some type of decency in a modern day United States woman. But I hate to tell you, this story here shows that there is none. A message to Steph Curry. This is a small channel, so I'm going to talk to maybe the Steph Curry gods and hope that this message gets to him. Pull the lever now. Divorce her now, because those who are red pill, they understand where this is going. The stage has been set. The microphone has been placed. The furniture has been arranged. This is Cancer. This is where it all starts. Divorce is in his future. Now, the reason why I would recommend he pull the lever now is because Steph Curry is in his early 30s. I strongly believe that he will be able to double his net worth moving forward as to now. He's like really approaching his prime. Also, his position in the game as a jump shooter. Jump shooters have a long shelf life in the NBA. I see 2 contracts close to max deals in Steph Curry's future because of his age. And because of his squeaky clean image, I believe endorsements can be had during this prime time and even after when he's finished. If he sits around and wait for the inevitable, trust me, she's getting coached. She's got Jada Pickett in his ear because Jada Pickett, she's going to end up doing the same thing once, Will is to the point where he's already maximized his worth. I don't think he's going to be able to, even his Hollywood roles are kind of drying up. And I think that he's more on a decline as far as his net worth. So I believe he's maximized the most that he's going to make in his career. And if I was Steph Curry, just go ahead and pull the lever now. Do you really believe if Juanita Jordan knew that Michael Jordan would be worth more now after he's playing than when he was, she would have stuck around a little longer? Most of these women think once the athlete retires that their net worth and the checks dry up. She didn't have the foresight to see that Jordan as a brand would be mostly pretty much a lifetime brand that will, can make him a billionaire, which he is now. But, she pulled the cord after he retired. If I was Steph Curry, be wise. Learn from other men's mistakes. Don't be smart and learn from your own. Be wise. Learn from those guys that are before you. Your Kevin Garnett's. Learn from them. Pull the lever now. Just whatever, look, you're going to get ass raped in divorce court, whether you do it now or later. Your net worth now, close to $300 million. You cut her that check, tell her to get the fuck out of your life. You get joint custody of your kids, and you try to be a father for them so they don't end up being out here mass shooters or murderers of communities because they were raised and reared by a mental disordered mother who admitted that she's on medications for anxiety. You don't want that single mother raising your kids. And move forward, let it be a lesson learned, and go ahead and maximize your net worth on the back end. Guys, you take it easy. Remember, red pill is just not the answer. Red pill is the only way. There's really no alternative. The purple pill is, like I told, it's a road directed back to a blue pill lifestyle. And this is the end goal. You can't please these women. You can't at all. My opinion, women they're built to indulge in a lifetime of turmoil. They can find contentment in turmoil. As a matter of fact, a lot of them prefer turmoil over a a quiet lake that where the water is still. That makes them angry. They resent that. Stop letting these women know where you stand. When you marry them, when you do all you can to put a smile on her face, you're the equivalent of a still lake in her mind. They like turmoil, and to be honest, they ravish in it. They love it. They love it, and you know it keeps them more engaged with you because they never know where they stand with you. Once you give them that ring and you sign your resources and your rights away to her, the turmoil is over. There's nothing for her to attain. There's nothing for her to chase you for. So this is where you get these Ayesha Currys. Keep your distance with these women. Listen, they're all whores. All of them. The reason why I can say that they're all whores with confidence is because the environment that we live in right now promotes thought behavior and whoredom. And the women just do not have the resolve to overcome an environment to or an environment that dictate one type of behavior and push against the wave and create her own behavior because she's not an individual thinker. She's a follower. She's an empty vessel. They're sheep. You guys take care. I just wanted to give my opinion on this. I think that this is a great thing. I'm looking at the positive on this. This is a great thing This here, I hope that this could be a story to transition some purple pill minded guys into understanding that there is no alternative. It's rather red pill or nothing. Take care, fellas. Men first, and I'll catch you on the next video.